Hello everyone, and welcome again to another LEGO Bionicle video. For today guys, here we are going to be doing a Let's Build and review on the BIONICLE STARS Piraka set. Now guys, this is set number 7137 for the ages of 6 to 16, contains 15 pieces, and of course, as we all know, was released in 2010. So guys, what was interesting about the actual BIONICLE Star set was that there were only 6 of them released, and as we all know, they were released in 2010 and were of course a sub-theme just before BIONICLE, or I should say LEGO BIONICLE, was actually meant to cancel or be paused temporarily, as we all know, because it was reintroduced again in 2015. So what they did was they kind of recreated and brought in 6 different species, of course, from the BIONICLE arc or the BIONICLE storylines, from of course the different storylines. So for example, there was Piraka, there was another set on Takanuva, there was another set on Gresh, as we all know, the Glatorian, and one on the Rakshi. Can't remember the name of the Rakshi one, but there were just these 6 random sets. Oh, and that's right, there was also Toa, Tahu Mata, I should say, but yep, just like that guys, and they all contained this specific golden BIONICLE piece. Now, of course, as a marketing thing, of course, LEGO was kind of introducing this golden thing so then people can buy the sets, of course, as we all know, and as we all know, Piraka has one as well. You can see it right there, it says collect, if you guys can see it right there, collect the golden BIONICLE. So of course all 6 of them had unique BIONICLE golden pieces, and they collected them, and then of course you can just put it on your own set or something like that. Can't remember, but that was the whole idea, unfortunately, once they actually or just before they actually canceled. So just touching on a bit of information about the Piraka guys was the fact that they were actually a species of Skadi, and what was interesting about them, there were only 6 of them, of course, as we all know, in the different elemental colors, so blue, red, green, brown, etc, etc, so kind of following the theme of the Toa. Now, of course, their major goal, or actual only goal, was to retrieve and steal the Mask of Life, also known as the Kanohi Ignika. So, of course, after Makuta Pterodax was actually killed by Toa Takanuva, these guys randomly came in and did whatever they could to actually try and steal the mask. If that meant deceiving and going against the Matoran, they did everything you can think of, guys. Not everything, I should say, but they did, I guess, the most slyest things you can think of, if that's even a word, like sly, kind of get what I mean. But anyway, that's the whole idea, and that was their main goal. And of course, they were enemies to many of the Toas and the warriors, of course, as well, Brutaka, etc, etc. And anyway, enough talking about that. I don't want to go on for too long. Let's get straight into the build. Okay, so let's get straight into this, and this shouldn't be too hard to open up. Of course, as you all know guys, all these sets that I do collect are secondhand. Of course, they are quite expensive to buy brand new, or even quite hard to find brand new, to be honest. And yeah, but thankfully I was able to find 2 of these actually. I also have Takanuva, which I'm pretty thankful about, but I would really like to get, of course, Toa Tahu Mata, and of course the Glatorian Gresh. But hopefully I'll try to get those later on. So here is the actual booklet, as you can see here, pretty small, since obviously the build isn't too hard. It's only got 15 pieces, so it's a pretty simple build. But here is the instruction booklet, and oh, look at that, Ben 10. I didn't realize they actually advertised that stuff. But yeah, pretty simply enough. And then here you can see are the actual stars, guys. Pretty cool enough. And then here is the actual different golden pieces you can collect, and of course you can place it on, as you see here, Tahu Mata. And yeah, it's pretty cool, I have to say. I really like the different mods that he has. Very cool though. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get straight into the build. Now this obviously shouldn't be too hard, but anyway, let's just use the instructions just in case. Of course, it's just that I don't want to, you know, screw it up like last time when I did that last build on barracks and I got the legs wrong. That was quite an embarrassing moment, to be honest, but nonetheless, it's all good. Anyway, let's do this now. This should be pretty quick. I'm gonna try to do this as fast as I can. So those are the legs. Here are his feet. There we go, there's one. And there is, whoa, whoopsies, 2, just like that. There we go. And then what we need to do is just to put in the arms, simply enough. Now that shouldn't be too hard. There's one. And there is two, just like that. And then we need to just put in the actual hands, or the fisted hands. And there we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to leave that to the side now, and I just want to show you guys all the other perks like the Kanohi, and of course his golden thing, or his golden piece, and his weapons. Wow, check this out, guys. This is sick. I have to say, this looks really, really well done. Now, I don't know the exact name of the Piraka of this set, or I should say the Skadi of this set. But if you guys know the name, please let me know. I wasn't really a big fan of these actual sets, in all honesty, when they did come out. But yeah, I've never actually collected them, so I don't really know much about them. But wow, check out these guys. It's all rubbery though, to be honest, so that's quite good. It's not plastic, so it's not likely to break as easily, but of course you do need to be careful with the actual material, because if you pull it too hard then you could rip off the actual rubber stuff. But it still looks really nice though, guys. Now let me just show you the golden piece as well, and that looks really nice as well, guys, I have to say. Now of course this sits on his torso, but as mentioned, you collect 6 of them, and then of course you place it on Tahumata. Wow, pretty cool. And then here is his weapons. Don't know, this looks like a blade or a little knife. Pretty cool though, I like the detail on that. And check this out, guys. Wow, this is nice, I really like this. But now, finally, let's just place it on his actual body now. So I've already added the Kanohi, guys, as such, and I have to say, it just looks awesome. I really love the orange barnacle headpiece that they give you, so I'll just show you guys that now. Do I really need to show you it? Oh, I'll just show you it anyway. There it is, guys. I have to say, it is really great. I'm not really a big fan of the yellow, to be honest. I never really was a big fan of the yellow. But yeah, just wanted to let you know about that. So stick that back on, and it's not going in, unfortunately. There we go, now it's in. So that's that, and then we need to add in the, of course, the golden chest kind of torso piece that obviously Lego have given us. And we just need to stick it in the middle, like so. Check that out, very nice. And then this bit here needs to kind of stick back, so kind of like thorns, just like so. And wow, I'm really, really liking this. I am really, really liking this, I have to say. A lot more than the actual set, to be honest, even though it's like a miniature version of him. But still, guys, it looks great. Last thing to add are these little pieces right here, and we just need to stick it into the actual arm. Now, thankfully, these guys, I should say, this material is rubbery, so then obviously you can stick it into the actual arm. And there we go. He is now finally completed. Like so. Check that out, guys. Kind of looks like he has a big nose there. Anyway, let's finally do the review now. Let's do the review. So guys, this little dude right here is actually meant to be recognized as Vizok. And what's interesting about Vizok is that he originally wields the water harpoon and a Zamor launcher. Now, of course, he doesn't have this here, but I guess that's alright. You can see here it kind of has these blades on the side. It doesn't really represent his actual weapons that he originally holds in his original set. But anyway, that doesn't really matter. Overall, guys, in terms of articulation, standard articulation in the actual leg, it's a bit hindered a bit because of these little pieces right there. If you can just see that, this kind of hinders it a bit, but still, hey, you can still get some, yeah, kind of breaks off. So still good articulation there, that's great. Backwards and forwards like so as well. Now in terms of his leg, same thing applies, you know, backwards and forwards, still good articulation like so. So everything applies to the actual other leg as well. Now looking at his torso, guys, you can see there he has this crazy and awesome looking golden piece. As mentioned, each of the stars have a unique golden piece that you attach onto the individual sets, or you can of course collect them all and place it on Tahumata. So here is the chest piece or torso piece, and it's very cool. Kind of reminds me of a beetle, or not a beetle, like an insect looking torso piece. But anyway, I don't know, it just kind of looks like that. There you can see the torso piece right there, just one fixated piece like so. Here is his arms, guys. Arm articulation is great. Of course, he doesn't have an elbow joint since it is a fixated piece like so. Hopefully you guys can see it there. Maybe if I enhance that for you all, there we go. So there you can see it just like so. And of course he has the standard, well, you can't really move it side to side, but you can move it backwards and forwards. Hand articulation. like that. So there is a reasonable amount of articulation. That's great. You can still pose the set. Now the sad thing about the set is that you can only slightly move the actual headpiece. The reason why is because it's rubbery, and not only that, because you have these pieces which are attached on each side of his hand, or his arm I should say, sorry. But still guys, overall great, I have to say, really great. I'm loving the orange barnacle headpiece as mentioned. Makes his eyes stand out, gives him that evil looking gaze, if you guys can see it there, and his kanohi is just on point. I really like the rubbery feel, and it's not plastic, so that's just great. Very nice, of course, created by Lego. Now I think that's pretty much all I can mention. Of course, the last thing I can mention is this right here, and I have to say these weapons are sick. Very nice, of course, in the blades, but of course not as original weapons as we all know, or as mentioned. But anyway, still very nice looking blades, and of course this one right here as well, kind of I don't know, maybe like you can hook them or something like that, I don't know really. But overall a great set, I have to say. Very small set, and unfortunate that these sets had to actually be the final sets before Lego actually paused the Barnacle series, and then of course moved on to G2. But yeah, anyway, I think that's pretty much it. So there you have it guys, there is my Barnacle Stars Piraka build and review completed. I really hope you all have enjoyed this. Kind of a short video, and you know, just showing you the Barnacle Stars. Of course I have Takenuva to show you guys as well. Stay tuned for that, and of course my other Glatorian sets as well. But other than that guys, please give this a big thumbs up if you have enjoyed it. Do subscribe to my channel as well guys if you have of course enjoyed my videos. Do check out my other videos guys. I will show you guys a few in the link description below. So of course I have my Overlord Makuta build, I have my reviews, etc, etc. But yeah, anyway, like I said guys, thank you again so much for watching. Have a great day everyone. Enjoy your Christmas. I know it's going to be like Christmas Eve, depending where you are in the world. It's Christmas Eve here at the moment, but anyway, have a great Christmas guys. Stay safe, and I will be talking to you all very soon. Bye bye.